Sure. So, my name is Grace Manley, and I am the Nebraska Area Director for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. I personally live in Omaha. However, my job covers the entire state, and I grew up in central Nebraska. I also am a suicide loss survivor myself and lost my uncle to suicide, who was a resident of Scottsbluff, Nebraska, out in the Panhandle. So, my passion for this work really falls in helping rural communities. And so, it is super exciting to me that we are building a volunteer base and a community out in O'Neill in the Holt County area up in Northeast Nebraska to be able to put on an Out of the Darkness walk. And we can talk a little bit more about that. But Kelly, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, thanks. I'm Kelly Dempster. I am an employee at North Central District Health Department located here in O'Neill. We serve about 9 counties in our district, and Holt is one of those counties. I serve as the Substance Abuse Prevention Coordinator. So a lot of what I get to do is I get to sit down with local counties and we create prevention work groups. And throughout our district, including Holt and Boyd, suicide loss is something that's prevalent in our area and prevalent in my own personal life. We've lost a few loved ones to suicide, and even my young kid has lost a very close friend at a very young age. So professionally and personally, I just feel a tug to start talking about this hard conversation so no more lives are lost to this.
Before the event happens, are there steps you have to do to make sure that all the planning is taken care of here in O'Neill? And what's the process for fundraising? I see there's a fundraising page. Is there a goal for fundraising? And how does one go about, donating to this cause?
Yes, so we have been working on this with local people. So Kelly being the head of that, Kelly and Amy Wells are sharing the co-chair responsibilities. So it's really a community-driven process, and I am here to support. So I'm the only staff person for the state of Nebraska for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So really all over the state, this is a very volunteer-driven experience at all the work that we do. So we're really fortunate to have such a great core committee of volunteers in O'Neill to put on this event. So yes, we've been planning for about 6 months. And as we get closer to the event, it's a lot of recruitment and making sure that we have the people attending. So you can go to the website, which is afsp.org/HoltBoyd, and log in and register yourself to attend the event. From there, you can also donate. So we do have a goal of $10,000 for fundraising, and those funds go directly to the work that we're doing here in Nebraska across the state. This is a peer-to-peer fundraiser, meaning that we're not asking any single person to give a significant amount of money. We are asking you to give $10 and then ask 3 of your friends to give $10. And then they're going to ask a couple friends to give $10. And all of a sudden, we've reached our goal. This works at all of our walks across the state. We also have some really incredible sponsors in the O'Neill and Holt area. So we're really thrilled to include those sponsors as well. I mean, out of the darkness, right? Suicide is a super, super stigmatized subject. And not just suicide, mental health in general, right? All of the things that can lead up to someone being in a suicidal mindset are very, very stigmatized. And so the idea of out of the darkness is that we're shining light on a group of people, more than we know, right? More than we would assume, who are experiencing mental health issues, that have lost someone to suicide, that they themselves have considered or attempted suicide. And we're shining light on this and saying there is hope. There's a reason we need to be talking about this. And by talking about it and by showing up for one another, we're going to help save lives in the future. So that's why the event is called Out of the Darkness.
As far as the actual walk, when is it going to be? Any other need for volunteers?
The event itself is September 21st, and it's going to be at the O'Neill High School track and field, and the time is from 11 to 2. As for what we're still looking for, I will let Grace kind of handle that. We're always kind of looking for more sponsorships. even like food vendors and stuff like that. But I'll pass it over to Grace to kind of touch base on that.
Still looking for is really attendees. We have a lot of things covered because we've been working so hard for 6 months, right? But we are really excited to have the community show up to this event, and we know that people travel far and wide to come to these events. So we're anticipating that we get a lot of folks from surrounding towns as well. So spread the word. And if you have people who are across the state of Nebraska who can't make it to the Holt Boyd Walk, know that there are 5 other walks across the state, and you can find that at our website, afsp.org/Nebraska.
Great. And yeah, as part of our mission, kind of with these Monday Minutes, we always want to know what's special about our area, Holt County. What's special about Holt County, but also maybe what's special about Nebraska in general. I've done a lot of different events across the state through the Nebraska Community Foundation. And it's just really neat to see that whether it's Omaha, O'Neill, Dillon, Kearney, whatever, it's nice to hear a lot of the same things coming from what's special about Nebraska. But Kelly, what's special about Holt County?
Yeah, what I think is just so incredible about Holt County is the willingness to work together as a team, especially on these hard topics. It was really refreshing when we started working on this project with Grace and her emphasizing the camaraderie we had amongst our team that we built through Out of the Darkness. And it's not just O'Neill, it's definitely all of Holt County. We have some people in Boyd County. So that's been so refreshing to dive into a hard topic, but you have your community behind you. And that's what I love about Holt County is there is a team behind you. We just have to ask.
Great. Grace, anything to add there? I mean, what's special about where you live, and what are your experiences with living and working in Nebraska or wherever?
Well, I echo everything Kelly said. It has truly been refreshing to go into Holt Boyd and experience the community and the support from the community. This is such a difficult subject, but people are ready to talk about it up in O'Neill, which is so cool. They've experienced losses, and it's time. So I think this comes at a really good time. And across the state of Nebraska, people are really supportive of one another, and they show up. And that's a really special thing about our state. No matter if you're in Omaha, where we have one of the largest walks in the country, right? We have almost 5,000 people attend in a year, or you're in O'Neill, or you're in Hastings or Kearney or Scotts Bluff, people are ready to show up and help each other and be there for one another in tough times and around a tough subject.
Just so thankful for the support that Holt and Boyd has already shown this group and this initiative, and we're looking forward to bringing this awareness hopefully every year.
Sounds great. Thank you so much, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Thank you guys for being part of our Monday Minute, and we'll get this out and we'll get some people to sign up.